Okay. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Corpus Christi Business and Job Development Corporation Type A. Ms. Box, will you call the roll?
Yes, President Alan Wilson.
Here.
Vice President Diana Summers.
Here.
Mark LaRue.
Present.
Jesus Jimenez.
Present.
Victoria Holland.
Here.
Johnny Filippello.
Here.
Vishnu Reddy is absent. And for City Manager, we have Heather Hurlbert. So a quorum of the board is present to conduct the meeting.
All right. I'd like to open public comment. Do we have any public comment in the audience? Ms. Box, did we receive any?
No, sir.
Item D, approval of minutes for the Type A board meeting of October 21st, 2024, which was a regular meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second. No.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Type A financial reports.
Good afternoon, Cedric Villasan, Director of Finance and Procurement. Before you, we have the September 30th, 2024 financial reports for the Type A funds. And we'll start with the Seawall Fund as soon as the presentation is up. Okay. So before you have the 12 months ending September 30th, 2024. These are, again, unaudited figures for the Seawall Fund. We started fiscal year 2024 with a fund balance of about $20.9 million. We had revenues year-to-date of about $9.4 million. Expenditures amounted to $20.5 million, leaving an ending fund balance of about $9.8 million. The next slide is an overview of the Seawall Capital Improvement Fund. The project fund has a total budget allocated of $69.7 million. Expenditures as of September 30th, 2024 amounted to $22.8 million. That leaves the available balance for the ongoing projects of $46.9 million. The next fund we have is the Arena Fund. We are again looking at unaudited financials as of September 30th, 2024. The beginning fund balance for the Arena Fund amounted to about $13.8 million. Revenues year-to-date amounted to $9.7 million. Expenditures year-to-date amount to $10.8 million. This leaves an ending fund balance of about $12.8 million. Next, we have the Economic Development Fund. These are also unaudited figures as of September 30th, 2024. The fund started the fiscal year with a fund balance of $780,000. Revenues year-to-date of $24,000. Expenditures of $493,000, leaving an ending fund balance of about $311,000. There's $137,000 of outstanding commitments and $176,000 outstanding for available for affordable housing. This leaves an ending fund balance of unfavorable fund balance of $2,321. The next slide shows the affordable housing commitments. We have the Home Buyer Assistance Program committed for fiscal year 2025, roughly $16,000. We had $26,000 committed for Waterburger Field upgrades at the end of 2024. And lastly, we have the sales tax revenue update. Actuals came in for the year of about $18 million compared to budget of about $17.7 million. This gives us a favorable variance, actuals over budget of $261,787. And I'll take any questions.
Are there any questions?
Yes. One question on the Seawall CIP. There's a line item in there for, let me see, let me find it. Reserve appropriation for 2.2 million, and it has expenditures to date as 0. Is that like a contingency or, and it's kind of like
Yes.
right in the middle. I don't know what that one.
So what that is that when projects are funded, they go into there, they get funded out, and then any leftover funding goes back into that reserve, and then we utilize that to reallocate out. So that 2.2 million, while it's being sitting there, it is taking consideration on future appropriations for some of these projects. And so it is assumed that it will be spent in future years.
Okay. So
But that's what it is, kind of the clearing account.
like a contingency type fund.
Kind of, yeah, it's like when we close projects out, any available funding goes back into there to be utilized for future projects.
Okay.
Yes.
Ms. Summer?
I also noticed there's a line item here, the master plan for the T-head and the L-head, that most of the budget has been spent. Are we going to get an update on the plan for that?
Yes, we will. So that has not been taken to city council yet. Once it gets taken to city council, then it will be presented to the type A board also.
So I've noticed on the, I guess, social media, there's been some safety incidents maybe on the T-head.
On some,
I've seen postings on social media about maybe some safety incidents that are happening on the T-head, drivers driving around, and so are those going to be kind of addressed with the new master plan?
So there's some alternative configurations of the T-heads
Okay.
based in the master plan. Just to let you know, so on that, we have actually worked with Public Works, and there are speed humps that are being installed or have already been installed on the Peoples Street, and that's where we have the majority of the issues on that Peoples Street T-head. Those were installed last month, I believe.
Okay. And then on the arena fund, we've spent about $11 million there. Can we get kind of an overview of all those projects? Because I know we had several of them come in different packages, and so I'd like to just kind of get an overview of where we are on those.
Yeah, that's something we can bring forward in December for a summary of just a status update on those.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Heather, could I ask, and no rush on this, but with the passage of the propositions, the timeline and the process to convert and get going on,
Sure.
just
we
to
can-
be able to understand how it's going to work?
Perfect. Yeah, we can bring that forward in December for you and really
Okay.
walk through. You've got several different deadlines there, several different effective dates there, and then some alternatives that the Type A and Type B board will consider as we move through that process.
Okay.
So yeah, we can do an update to the board in December on that.
Okay, appreciate it.
Sure.
Do you have any comments for the city?
I do not, but there is one more item to consider.
Oh, yeah, the calendar. I might suggest that somebody make a motion that we mirror the dates of Type B.
So moved.
There's a motion been made to
Seconded.
and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. No executive director comments.
No.
Therefore, being no further business, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.